Assalamu alaikum. Sulaiman Rahim here. Welcome. Let's break through this dumb barrier. We're going to talk about 360 degrees. That's what it takes to complete a circle. 360 degrees. How does that affect us? Well, the male and the female, that's a big controversy that's been going on for the last 50,000 years. The female has been oppressed for the last 35,000 years, going off the mathematical standard into religion. The females love religion. They don't understand that it's religion that's oppressing them. It's religion that is oppressing them. They love religion, but every one of these religions oppress them. They embrace it, but religion is oppressing them. When you come back to the mathematical standard, oppression goes away. It's ironic, isn't it? It's the women that's promoting religion the most, and this religion that's oppressing them. You take Christianity, for instance, and Judaism starts off with putting the woman down. She's the one that brought sin into the world. You got Sunnism. They subordinate the woman. And they says, oh, the woman's a degree below a man. It says in the Quran, but what does that mean? Their interpretation is that because she's 1 degree, then she's inferior and they can oppress her. But wait a minute, look at it. Okay, 1 degree compared to what? What is that 1 degree? What's the measure of that 1 degree? Are you talking about 360 degrees? That means that she's 359 degrees, just one. I mean, that's a small amount. I mean, if I weigh 1,000 pounds and you weigh 999 pounds, that's not much of a difference. That's not enough for me to oppress you because you still with my behind. You see what I'm saying? So what does that 1 degree mean? But they take it overboard, like saying like, okay, well, I weigh 1,000 pounds and you only weigh, right, 100 pounds, something like that there. In other words, I mean, what does it mean? 1 degree relative to what? It says they have rights similar to men. So what's that 1 degree? Why does that 1 degree allow them to oppress the women and put the women down? See, it's religion that's doing it, the interpretation of it. Because religion is all about interpretation anyway. That's not mathematics, it's definitive. That's what we're going to talk about here. See? So let's go. The dumb barrier, 360 degrees. See, 180 degrees. Takes 360 degrees to make a circle, but 180 degrees, that comes at 360 degrees. So it takes two halves of the circle to make a circle. And the male is 1/2 of it, and the female is the other half. See, we got to break the dumb barrier. See, the dumb barrier was set 50,000 years ago. See, and it just got stronger and stronger and stronger. 35,000 years ago, right, it became almost impenetrable with religion. The dumb barrier, Master Prophet Muhammad took and started shattering that dumb barrier on his arrival here nearly 100 years ago. See, because the analytical mind start manifesting itself, start asserting itself, and start taking control. And so we under the control of Adam, the analytical mind, which is inferior mind, weaker mind. And that's the dumb barrier. It seems seemingly impenetrable, and not being able to penetrate it, impenetrable. But it's going to be, you see, Master Muhammad started the process. See, so now is breaking their control, that grip over us, the grip of religion, the grip of beliefs, belief matrix. He's breaking us out of that belief matrix into mathematics. And that's what Elijah Muhammad nourished for 40-some years. What minstrel Farrakhan has been trying to destroy for the last 42 years, which Suleiman will take and reignite and fulfill it. He's fulfillment. That's why 360 degrees, that's why the angel is 360 degrees, 22 divided by 7, a full circle, completion. It completes this 50,000-year cycle, brings it to an end. Male plus male equal man. They say man, right? They say man. They're talking about the male and the female because initially the first being man. There's one man, one being, as the Quran tells you, and separating two parts, the male and the female. So man, really, when you understand man, the concept of man, that incorporates both. See, because a man is 360 degrees, but the male and the female is only 180 degrees a piece. The man is 360 degrees, but the male is only 180 degrees and the female is only 180 degrees. We need to understand these things. So who is the original man? That includes, that's the male and the female. What it says, I will make man, what it says in the Old Testament, make man, right? Male and female. Is that what it says? Make man in our image, male and female. So we say man, that's the proper use of it. We're talking about the completion, man and male and female together as one. That's what man is. It's not woman. That's English. Woman and man and woman. See, because they put that woman there, that makes her female. That makes her. When you say man, okay, then they strip the whole idea of man to the male. So they had to make something special for the female. So that means she's woman, like people say, woe unto man, all that kind of stuff, right? That's another way of making her inferior again. Man, and then woman, so they add something to it. No, female, male together equal man. So when you say man properly, you're talking about male and female together. Yeah, that's the messed up English language. But remember that they're here to oppress us. Breaking that dumb barrier. So when you say man, again, who is the original man? That's why he don't say who's the original man, who's the original man, who's the original woman. He said original man, because that's together we make up man. Read it again in Genesis. It says he'll make man in our image. Right? Male and female. See? Because the first being was man, but it wasn't separated yet. You got to put things right in perspective, brothers and sisters. So again, okay. Heart and mind is consciousness. I should say consciousness there. Heart and the mind. Because you have two levels of consciousness. You have the mind and you have the heart. I talked about that previously. The mind and the heart. The brain and the heart. Both are conscious. You might not realize that both are conscious. Because your emotions sit in the heart. And that's conscious. That's a conscious part of you. Because some of you, that's where you live. Your emotions. You don't live in your intellect. Right? Most of the animals live, right, on their heart. Emotions, instinct. Okay. Irrational plus the rational is completion. You need both. You need the rational and the irrational. You need both. That's completion. You say, why would it be irrational? Okay, we're going to talk about irrational and irrational, because you don't understand. Both of them are necessary. But see, that's why we put the woman down, because you say, oh, well, she's irrational. She's irrational. See? You know, yeah, we're gonna talk about this, brothers and sisters. See? We need the light, the true light to shine, dispel the darkness. And that's what I'm all here, that's what I'm here, that's what I'm here for. So we got a spiritual war and we got a physical war. Master Muhammad's waging a physical war. He's about to take out this reality from the physical perspective. I'm knocking out from the spiritual perspective. That's what you have. He has those wheels, and you have the angel. Okay, see here? That's the male, that's the female. Okay. And I want to change something real quick here. Give me a second here, brothers and sisters. Let's see. One second, I want to change something here. Let's see. Hold on for a second here. One second. One second here, brothers and sisters. One second. Oh, okay. Now I'll do it. There you go. Okay, that's about it. That's about it. Okay, here you go. Okay, brothers and sisters, that's the male and the female. Together they make 360 degrees, 180 degrees apart. But together they make 360 degrees. See? They're both going clockwise. Go both clockwise, 360 degrees, no problem. Because one's looking at it, going from bottom to top, one's looking at it going from top to bottom. But together, that's clockwise. One's looking at a situation from bottom towards the top. One's looking at it from top towards the bottom. But together, that's completion. So what happens is that you have two perspectives. You have two perspectives. See? And we don't appreciate the other perspective. So since we're just stronger, and we use our strength to bully the woman. See, we don't appreciate the other perspective. Because she's coming from a different perspective. She has just as much intelligence as we have. She's come from a different perspective. But we don't accept that perspective. See, we reject that perspective to our own peril, actually. So this will end up happening. So there we in conflict. See, we're in conflict because now we're not expect. We want them to accept our perspective. See, so now we're in conflict. And that's why the base of most of our conflicts. See, because instead of letting them go in the direction that they normally go, we're enforcing a different direction, and there you got conflict. See, that's the conflict between male and female because we don't appreciate each other's perspective. So look at this. Let's go a little further. So if we accept each other's perspective, then we have full circle and harmony. And harmony. No conflict. See? But two different perspectives. One going from bottom to top, and one going from top to bottom. But together, that's a 360 degrees. That's what we want. We don't want the other situation, but that's a lot of trying to force the situation, and it's a source of a lot of conflict. It's the source of most conflict, which we're going to resolve, we're going to end. See, all that's coming to a screeching halt. Now, this idea about the one degree. Now, if we look at this from 360 degree point of view, right, then we'll say, okay, the man has 1 degree above a woman. Okay, let's look at this from a mathematical point of view. This is my opinion. My humble opinion, right? Okay. The man has the sperm. So he has 181 degrees. The woman has 179 degrees. She got 1 degree short. Okay? But he, see the arrow going, he's put the sperm in her. She takes the sperm and produces what? Put in an egg, and then she produces another sperm or another egg. Right? So she give him back. So that completes the whole 360 degrees. See? Because he give her, right? She's short 1, but he gives him back 1. So that completes it. That's my interpretation of it. For instance, see? They're together. He gives that extra degree that she don't have, and she gives him a degree back. See? Another egg or sperm producer. See? That's my interpretation of it. So if you got a better interpretation, tell me. I'm tired of these people putting these females down because they're stupid and they're bullies. If anyone's putting a female down and saying the female's less than a man and all that kind of stuff, they're dummies, they're dumbasses, they're bullies. Because you're going to tell me, if you follow that definition, if you follow that stupid definition, on the face of it is stupid. Because what you're saying is that the dumbest man on the planet is smarter than the wisest woman on the planet. And everybody knows it's obviously not true. Because that's what that means. If the female is a degree or less than a man, just like all animals are less than people, there's no animal that can meet our intelligence. Even the dumbest one of us, a retarded person, is still smarter than the smartest ape. See? So if you're going to say the man is superior to the woman, right, that means the dumbest man on the planet is smarter than the wisest woman on the planet. We know that's wrong. So we put an end to that. And any of those that standing with me, right, they're not doing that. I mean, now they won't be with me if they're doing that. Right? Because that's not what we're standing for here. Justice, freedom, equality. It didn't say just for men. Justice, freedom, equality, Islam. Put an end to it. That's what AL-INJIL came to put into all that 50,000 year crap that we've been going through. End of oppression of women, for number 1. That's Suleiman's task. bring justice into the world. Okay, here we go. Not your homeboy. Brothers, the women are not your homeboy. The problem is we look at them like they're our homeboy. We trying to make them think like we think. Or they irrational. Yeah, they're supposed to be. And you say, oh man, you saying a woman's irrational. You put them down right now. Okay, we'll see in a minute, right? They're not your homeboy. They don't think like you think. They're not supposed to. They have their own way of thinking, which is intuitive. They think from the heart. We think from the mind. They have a mind, but their basis of interaction, of communication is from the heart. Intuition, and it's powerful. We come from the intellect. And I'm going to prove it. And that's we're supposed to respect that, because their intellect, their intuition is just as powerful as our intellect. Well, how is that possible? Okay, we talk about the heart, we talk about the mind. I communicate how the mind and heart works together. See, the heart can't lie. The heart cannot lie, but the mind can. See, you can get there and lie all you, but your heart can't lie. Your heart is going to tell the truth all the time. See, and we pick up vibes from the heart, and we pick up pressure waves, right, from the mind. Because right now I'm measuring pressure waves, but my heart is still producing vibes. See, and you see females say, man, I don't like that person, because she picked up the vibes, and the vibes telling the truth. But I could be lying my ass off. But my vibes is true. And she can pick those vibes up, and her vibes is right on mark, but you see, you went for the lie if I was lying. Because you was deceived, but heart was telling them heart was true. So which one's more powerful? She wasn't deceived from an intellect, from an intuition point of view, but you were, because the person was lying and you didn't know it. We're going to talk about that a little more. You see? Because we don't respect that intuition. And it's powerful. See? The thing is that you ever met a female coward? I never met a female coward, but you find male cowards. Why? Because the man calculates situations, says, hey man, it's a no-win situation, and you get the hell out of there. Which is rational, but it's called a coward. I mean, if you see everything's about to fall apart and you're about to get wiped out, isn't that the rational thing to do? But he's called a coward. But a female, she gets pissed off and she don't care. You take a female lion, she'll jump, take a female puppy, a female dog, and she got puppies. And a wolf coming by, or a lion, she going to war. She don't care, a lion 10 times bigger, she going to war, she don't care. She going to war. I ain't never seen a female coward. She don't calculate all that stuff. She go from the heart, because she going to protect them babies. So you're going to tell me, and you say, that's irrational. Yeah, what made the reason why you here? Because she was irrational. Tell me one man that would go through all the agony that a woman has to go through to give birth. One man that would do it the first time. And I know you can't tell me, you might prove something that would show me something again the first time, but you ain't going to find none that's going to do it twice. So if that was part of their nature, we would have zero population. You think irrationality is bad. I'm telling you it's not bad, because you're looking from your perspective. They got female instinct. And it's just as powerful as your intellect. Because they've coming from the heart. They recognize, they've sensed those heart vibrations, and they can't be deceived by them because they're true. Okay, well let me back up here a little bit, because I want you to get the wrong impression here, right? Because, our women are confused, right? And the reason why they're confused, and saying we confused, because we got wicked hearts beating. And that's confusing them, just like you got liars running around here, which is confusing us. Because once we get back home and away from all this here, the woman's intuition will be right on 100%, and our intellect will be right on 100% because there won't be no lies around, and there won't be no wicked hearts around. But right here, both of us are in trouble. Because she picked up those vibes, and she influenced by them. Because they're not, those hearts are true, but they're wicked hearts. So she's picking up negative vibes from negative people. A negative vibe from a negative person is a true vibe. But it's a negative vibe. And that's confusing her. Just like these people going, the liars, they lie, but to them that's the truth. And so we're confused by their lives. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. They're not your homeboy. You can't keep looking at them like they're your homeboy, talking like your homeboy, treating like your homeboy. Think, oh man, because they don't agree with you, then something wrong with them. Because they don't agree with your intellect, but you're not agreeing with their instinct. And instinct may be more credible than your intellect. Because they scoping this person, their heart, the truth of the person, and you out here deceived by because the person, putting a flam on your ass. Flim flam. See, they're just as powerful as we are. Equal but different. And we got to recognize that difference. That's the problem. You don't want to recognize difference. That's why you got that, remember, the one they're conflicting together? Because you think they're your homeboy. And you want them to talk and act like you do. So then you get an argument. And both you're right. You both can be wrong, but both of you can be right too. And you're arguing. Because, hey, she's picking up those heart vibes, you picking up those mental vibes. See? But you don't really recognize what she's telling about heart vibes because you can't see it. Because you can't perceive it, see? So therefore it's wrong. See? And then she's after you, right? Because she can't pick up the intellectual ones, right? See? So you're wrong. And then both of you are right, but both of you are wrong with each other. Because you're not respecting each other's abilities. Irrational. Okay, tell me. Why do you wear clothes? You wear clothes, why? Because or cover your nakedness, right? That's rational. You wear clothes, right, to protect you from the environment. That's rational. But what about the colors and the style and the fashions? What's so rational about that? But you like it, don't you? So what's so rational about it? So you telling you like it. It's beautiful because you dress yourself up. You don't see anybody walking around here wearing rags and everything. Everybody's trying to be the sharpest, cleanest, more fashionable as they can. What's so rational about that? The irrational is the essence of beauty. You see these women doing all this stuff and making up all this stuff you're doing, but you love it. You say, is it right? But you love it. Because the more they do it, the more, man, that boy, look, she got this nice scarf on and stuff, man, and she got a face, and you love it, but it's irrational. Irrationality is the base of beauty. It's the mother of beauty. We got all these stars and everything out there. What's so rational about that? It's beautiful. Most of our creation that we have is not based on the science behind it's rational, but the point is the reason for doing it, right? In other words, what's the science behind going in and going and preferring a red jacket over a blue one? What's the science behind that? It's irrational. I mean, what difference do it make? I mean, it's not going to make you warmer or cooler or whatever, but to make you cool. But that's irrational. I mean, why? And some of you do it even when nobody's looking. Because irrationality is the basis of beauty. That she's supposed to be that way. That makes her so beautiful. And so and as you get messy, you get mad because you mess around doing things your buddy doing. She scope you, right? Because she's checking your heart out. she know her intuition telling her what's happening with you. And how she figure it out? See? Because you don't respect her intuition, but she figured your ass out, didn't she? She figured you out, and she had to use intellect to do it. See, her intuition told her it was all about you. See? And you don't respect that. You see? But when that lion hunt your ass down, he used intellect to do that. Right? You see? And so you try to battle him with your intellect. He didn't use, that lion didn't use intellect. See? So you better understand that, brothers and sisters. And the most dangerous, the most dangerous creature out there in the wild is the female. See? Because that instinct, she don't let this, oh man, I don't care about no lion, I'm hungry. I don't care about no elephant, I'm hungry, jump elephant. The guy, the male lion, he say, hey man, I ain't messing with that. He go back, lay down, let her do the work. She'll attack him. She want to feed her cubs, hey, she gonna attack. So who was right in that situation? See? You better start, you better start respecting their intellect. Their instinct. Because it's just as powerful as your intellect. Because the heart can't lie. And they're tuned in there. That's where they're tuning in at. You got the heart and the mind. See? And in many situations, in fact, in that situation we're in right now, for the last 4 and 6 years, they were more powerful than we were. Because we was in a situation where intuition saved your life. Intuition saved your life, saved the children's lives. It was intuition. Intellect wouldn't help us because, in fact, we couldn't even, the only thing we had was instinct. And the women were saving our lives constantly. See, I'm sick of these ignorant folks out here. They stand over these black women trying to get to one of the master's children. Black women saved our lives. They brought us into existence. They saved our lives, right? Because we was denied intellect, but they still had intuition. And they saved our lives. They brought us through this thing. They mothered us through this thing. They mothered us, brothers and sisters. They mothered us through this thing, and then we're going to step on them and piss on them and call them bitches. And what we do? Are you sick? They mothered us through this damn thing. Get me started, brothers and sisters. Ooh. Irrationality is the essence of beauty. See? You love all of that. But you say, man, they irrational. And you love every bit of that. Every bit of it. Get myself out of the way here. You love every bit of that. But it's their irrationality that made that beauty happen. It's their irrationality that you don't respect that made that beauty happen. You love every bit of it. Every bit of it you love. It's the irrationality that made that beauty happen. Now tell me what intellect that made it happen. Show me. Tell me I'm a liar. It's the irrationality that made that beauty happen. You love every bit of it. In fact, the more they do it, the more you love it. But you don't respect it. Now how dumb is that? Now, see, rationality is the essence of strength. See? You got to go lift weights and things. That's rational. You want to build strength. See? Because we're the rational side of it and they're the irrational side. But the two together is 360 degrees. They work together. See? We had the strength, they had the beauty. But unless there's something wrong with you, you admire the strength of other guy, but hey, is that beauty what you want? Unless you way out there somewhere else. Right? And they love your strength. And you love their beauty. See, the two will complement each other. They love your strength and you love their beauty. But they come to their beauty for irrationality, and you come to your stress because of rationality. Hope I make it plain, brothers and sisters. Mind pressure and heart vibes. What you got? Two together, that's 360 degrees. See? That's not saying she don't have mind pressure. She has mind pressure. And we have heart vibes too. Just like we have breasts, we don't use them. But we're mostly focused, right? Our nature is mostly focused towards the mind pressure. Theirs is mostly focused towards the heart vibes. That's why, they can mother children and things like that. There's something that we have a difficult time doing. They can handle all the crying, all that kind of stuff. We want to go and bury ourselves, man. I mean, all that stuff. All the because children, they're totally irrational. And you're going to try to deal with these children, babies, irrationally? A total embodiment of irrationality. That's what you're dealing with up to at least 2 years old, 3, 4, 5 years old. And you're going to deal with that when you're irrational? When, hey, what you, I just changed your diaper, man. Why don't you just do your thing every 3 hours or whatever? I just fed you. What you crying for? And see, because you're trying to be rational, and that baby don't have no idea what you're talking about. And she knows how to deal with it, and she has no problem dealing with it. See, because she had to deal with your ass when you was a baby. You was totally irrational. See, but now you're rational. Now you don't respect that anymore. Oh man, I'm tired of irrational women. Right, man, so stupid, right? They can't figure out nothing. Oh, they smart. They scientists. I ain't say they wasn't scientists. I ain't say they have a brain. They got a brain. But I'm saying where they dwell at, right? They dwell from an irrationality part. They deal from the heart. See? And they as smart as you are. You got female scientists out there, right? You saw that movie Hidden Figures. So don't get it wrong. I'm not saying they ain't smart. They smart as we are. The point is they come from a different direction. See? They come from a different direction. And you know something? When you go out and do your mathematical problems, how do you know that math problem is right? Part of this is vibes, heart vibes, because you just feel it's right. First you go out and do all the things, and then you get a sense that's right. That's not coming from intellect. That's coming from the heart. Brother and sister, you better start understanding a thorough knowledge of yourself, right? See, this woman is going. She's going back to where she belongs. See, on top of creation, she's the mother of creation. She's the mother of all of us. See. Intuition versus observation. See, we all into observation. See, like you see it, right? And she's into intuition. She can see things that you see. Intuition is seeing the invisible. Observation is seeing the visible. So she can pick up the invisible. And so since you can't see it, you don't respect it. So you don't argue with her. And she's totally right. See, because she knows she's right, so then she's arguing with you because so you argue with each other, both of you are right because you don't respect each other. Now I'm not just putting it on the brothers and sisters too, see, because they got to start respecting, right, the brother's observation. But that intuition is very powerful. When she got it, she said, "Hey man, what you seeing ain't what you seeing. What you seeing is a lie. Your eyes are fooling you." See? Because I'm checking that heart out. You see? So it's hard for her to back off on that one. Because she knows that just her sense of intuition is just as strong as your sense of sight. Her sense of intuition is just as strong as your sense of sight. How is she going to back off? And her intuition is hard to be fooled because heart doesn't lie. But your sight can be deceived. What you're seeing may not be what you think you're seeing. And like I said, while we're over here, intuition is one of the strongest right, since we have. While over here, at least during the last 460 years, 464 years, because her intuition is brought us through this thing. Her intuition is brought us through, because we didn't have an intellect. Her intuition is what brought us through this thing. She mothered us through it. Her intuition is, the women, our female intuition is what brought us through this hell. You better get that through your mind. Because you can see, you better hope you don't rub against me in the judgment, putting down women, calling them bees and stuff, because or you're going to have a hard day. I mean, you're going to have a hard day with me on that one. See, mind pressure, that's what we looking at things from that point of view. But there's another side of the universe. What about the heart vibes? What about that side? We're going to just ignore that side? You see? We're just going to ignore that side. So that means we ignore the woman. That means we put her down. Because she ain't dealing from that point of view. We ain't interested. But you got a right and left hand. We ain't interested. Mind pressure. Yeah, that's what we were talking about, man. See? And then most of these clowns out here anyway, they talking about mind, but they won't even use their mind. They won't put the woman down. And that's even worse. Ironic, because they say, oh man, I got intellect. I'm rational. What's rational but watching NBA and NFL when you can be studying something, learning this thing? What's so rational about that? What's so rational about walking over 1,000 black women to get the master's baby, master's daughter? What's so rational about that? What's so rational about this vote for this Democratic Party who aborting your children and all that stuff? What's so rational about all that stuff? But you're going to claim you're so irrational, but intuition is nothing. See? Because I'm being frank here, you're just full of shit. See? But she's coming there. She's coming from her heart. See? That's where she's coming from. See? And when you get scared and nervous, where you get it? You get in the heart. All your emotions, and what's driving most of your emotions, right? Where's that come? They come from the intellect, come from the heart. So you're going to dismiss that? That's her cave. You know, that's where she's coming from. You know, that's where she dwells at. See? That's her nature. What you call irrational. See? Because she's picking up on the unseen. And you dwelling in the land of the seen, and she dwelling in the land unseen. And you need both. The Quran tells you need both. You got the seen and the unseen. But you only all you care about is the seen. So you ignore the unseen. And that's she dwells. See? So you put the two together. Then you got completion. 360 degrees. Then you got completion. Then you got whole, then you're whole. See? Then you won. Then you got balance. See? Then you become man. See? Whole. Male and female together. You got balance. You cover both. You cover the seen and the unseen. If we hadn't had the women over here, forget about reproduction, we wouldn't have survived. Because we was definitely taken away from the intellectual level. That intellect was totally destroyed. And most of us still not dealing on intellectual level even now. Even talking about put the women down, but most of us still not even dealing on that level that we claim that we born. We claim it, but we don't live on it. We claim the intellectual, right, the side of it, and we don't even live on it. We claim the rational side, but we don't live there. Most of us don't live there, but we claim it. Like we claim we're man, right? But yet still we sit up here, we're prostitutes or whores, right? For massa. So how the hell are you a man and you don't control your own destiny? You don't control your own nation. You don't control your own children, right? You're not even head of your own house. You don't have to respect your woman, but you claim you're man. No, you're not man, you're boy. You're not man, you're boy. But you claiming it. Just like you claiming rationality, but nothing you're doing is rational. Because you sit up here kissing master's butt, watching stupid games and everything. He got you playing basketball and everything else instead of building your nation. The rational move would have been with Elijah Muhammad, but you wasn't with him. And now you playing the irrational move with Pharaoh, because everything in the scripture show he's a liar and everything. It's all, if you apply rationality to that, he would be toast. But you're not applying rationality to him. See, what you applying to him? You applying your heart vibes because you like them. You like them. So then you come down to what you claim is the level of the woman. You see? Because you like Farrakhan. Because you can't find any rational reason why you should be with that man. That demon. No scriptures back anything he's saying. You like him. Y'all confused. See? And you're putting all this on the women. Oh yeah. There's demon women out there and I've had problems with them. Oh yeah, we got I'm not separating that. I'm not looking to care about these demon women, right? See? And we got other women out here, they got a beef, and they should. They should. They carried us, they mothers through this, literally mothers through all this hell for 4 years. And then we spit on them, call them bitches, and walk all over them trying to get to one of the master's daughters. Right? Now that's rational. They should hate your behind. They should be angry with you. That's rational. But you don't hear that part. See, when they use your rationality, then you don't like it. You don't want to hear it. See, when they are rational, they're irrational now under that circumstance, but you don't want to hear that. But that's rational. Well, why you? Soon as I got me a bank account, okay, I don't want to deal with you no more. I want master's daughter. After we mothered you and everything for 164 years, suffered for you, sacrificed our lives for you and everything else, and then that's all you can do? That's rational, but you don't hear that rationality, do you? See, like I said, you don't like that word, but you're full of shit. Okay, brothers, since we're about to wrap this up. But like I said, when we get out of here, brothers and sisters, right now, we're in a physical war. So that's why the brothers are in the forefront, right? We get back home, no one's going to tell these sisters what to do. Not brothers going to do it. See? Because we have 360 degrees. So you got 180 degrees, 180 degrees. So you're going to have a female high priestess, and you're going to have a female goddess, female god, called a goddess. See? That's going to speak to the females. And they're there. They're going to be manifesting in due time. See? The female goddess, right? She coming from the physical point of view. She's going to show you, she's going to be the role model for beauty. She's going to set the standard for beauty for all our black women. And the priestess, she's going to set the standard for spirituality. You know, how the black woman conducts herself, how she rolls. She's going to be the role model for that. We can't be that for you. We males can't be that. We right now, we run it because we have to get you home. Once you get home, you will have your female counterpart of Master Farad Muhammad, and you have your female counterpart of the high priest. That's going to be your role model. I can't be your role model for beauty. I can't be your role model for spirituality. You need a female for that, and they're there. They just have not manifest yet. They'll be manifest in due time. And they will guide our black women to the heights unimaginable of beauty. They're the most beautiful creatures ever to be kissed by the sun. And they're going to go more, they're going to get more beautiful. This beauty is just going unlimited. And also, right, their femininity. See, that's the high priestess. She's going to get a definition of femininity and take it to heights unimaginable. And we're going to love every bit of it. Every bit of it. See? Because the only thing that the original man worships is his woman. He don't worship any mystery gods. He worships his women. That's who the original man worships. The original male, he worships his women. That's who we worship. No mystery gods anywhere. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Salam alaikum.